let's start this video with, if your golf is really bad out on the golf course, if you're a slicer, what tee height and ball position should you use? Right, so this is where we're going to start. Now you can see right here I've got 2 tee heights. Now we're going to imagine this is your worst round, you're not playing well, but there's a hole where you need to hit driver. This is how you're going to manage your game and how we're going to get actually better, understanding how when we're not playing well, we still score well. So first thing, we're going to want to aim ourselves further to the left, okay? We're going to anticipate the ball is going to slice, but we're going to make it where your ball position and tee height correspond and work for you. So, got my alignment sticks, we're aiming way off to the left now. Now your tee height, I want you to have it really low. Now this is going to look like, I would say to you, where the top of the golf ball is just in line with the top of the face. Now this is really important, let me explain why. Now, when you slice, or when you predominantly have a massively out to in path, which would be this move, we tend to have a more descending angle on the golf ball. So think about this logically. If I had an iron in my hand, what do? I hit down, don't I? So when I tee my iron up, I tee up really, really low. So that's why, firstly, we start to tee the golf ball lower, because we're making more of an out to in and a more descending blow on the golf ball. And that honestly is going to start lining that ball more in the middle, top to bottom, okay? More in the middle, top to bottom, instead of very much out the roof. And a lot of you will find that. This is literally what I've said to my dad, like, Dad, come on mate, you're not going to play well all the time. Let's have the swing and the second tee height we're going to talk about, where we start to improve the swing, but we need something that we can go out and go, you know what, I can get round with that. So we've got the tee height, and now we're going to talk through ball position. I want you to have your ball position far forward. Now, when I say far forward, I want it to be on your left heel or just ahead of. So let's say anywhere from sort of my stripe here into my heel. So it could go even maybe 2 or 3 fingers further forward than I am right here. Take a closer look, come on. So it could be here, but also I could make it where it's even further this way. Now this is a little tee trick that Costantino Rocca taught me, and well, you know what, he is one of the best. So let me just illustrate this. This is why it works. So think, our club's traveling down on this black, so you can see here, makes it so much easier. So we've got a tee height, we've got our ball position. The final thing for me to do is just really confirm this to you. Because look, right? Look how the golf swing is an arc. If I just put my club in my belly button and I just turn, look how the club arcs in, and then look how the club arcs in. So if we're a golfer who's out to in, which is this arc, we need the ball as far forward as possible in order to make us more playable, right? I'm not saying you're gonna hit it as far, but make us more playable. That's why we've gone low tee peg and further forward in our stance, because we're going to be on this area of the golf swing. So come on, let's hit one away. So I know a lot of people in the comments will go, well, Alex, well, that's going to really promote more of a left to right curve. Well, yeah, but what it's going to do is it's going to give you the comfort that if you can aim down the left, it's not going to stay there. You're not going to double cross yourself. It's going to start to come back. So let's hit this one away, and I'll talk you through this, and you'll see this shot and you'll be like, right, when I'm feeling bad, this is my go-to. So here we go. Teed low, aimed left, and now I've just got the position to hit that low cutter back onto the fairway that I know is always going to have that left to right curve. So you're not going to get in trouble. And I reiterate this, yes, you're not going to be your longest, but if you're a slicer, you're out to in, you hit down more or less on the up. So low tee peg, ball forward, really helps get a few factors working in your favour. And even if you're not getting on with driver, like I've been through phases like that, and it happens quite a lot. And this is the mentality that I would have. Tee it low, get it forward, just get it out there in play. And that's how you're still able to score, reduce your handicap and not play great golf. And that's the key to maintaining a handicap throughout the season, not just duh. We don't want that. More level playing field. Right, okay, so this is what I would do down the range, and this is what I told my dad to add to his lesson of being more back here. It's like, son, how can I improve this? Well, One, you don't need to aim as left. And two, we need to talk about ball position and T-peg. So let's just start with T-peg, right? And let's get a much higher one in here. So now we're gonna have it where round about half a ball is above that face. So it's gonna look very, very different to the starting point we had before. That is our point, right? Now, before I explain ball position, I'm gonna get our little circle out here again. So, our arc, this is the golf swing. This is how the club works. So that ball's in the middle of my stance, club's in my belly button. What part of my arc here? So the further I move my ball back in my stance, what am I more likely to be? More in to out. The further I move my ball forward in my stance, I'm more likely to be out to in. Hence why before, we teed it low, moved it forward. So, with that being said, we're now gonna go with a higher T-peg, narrower stance, and move that ball slightly back in your stance. Now, you're probably thinking, Alex, why would I do that? Well, honestly, you'll start hitting shots and you'll be like, okay, I fully understand why I would do that. Because you're gonna access that more into our arc. Just look at that arc there. Just look at it. What are these back balls doing? They're more into out. They're on this arc. See, from there, right? Ball in the middle of my stance, this stick, club in my belly button. Where's this arc now? More into out. Where's this arc? More out to in. So, with that being said, let's get rid of these. And this is how I would train. This is how I would go out on the range, like I'm here at this amazing facility down at Woburn, and actually work on your game. Like, this place is unreal. Like, feels like summer, the grass is like summer, but we're in this 1st or 2nd of March. Now, I want you to look at me both face on and down the line, right? This is a ball position. We're gonna go a club head inside your left heel. Crazy, I know. And look how narrow my stance is. Ridiculous. But there's a real big point to this. This is an amalgamation of tips that I got from Constantine Rocker, Pete Cowan, and things I've developed myself to improve my own game, and I know will really help you. So, I've moved the ball, club head inside my left heel, and I'm gonna stand here, move the club back, let the club drop, and release. Look at the difference in what I'm doing here. What arc do I look like I can actually access? One, because my tee height, look, whoa, I can hit up on that because it's teed up higher. Imagine I had that tee height, ball forward, hitting down. Look at the close-up there. That's why you hit sky marks. That's what you don't want to do. That's costing you distance, accuracy, and actually ruining a very nice driver. So, let me hit one away here. Ball, a club head inside, teed up, half a ball above the face, wait for it, and release. Look at the difference in this shape. To be fair, that was bullet straight. Didn't quite draw, but you know what? I would definitely take a bullet straight shot. So let me just summarize this from the top. If you've got a go-to shot on the course and you're playing bad, what you do, and then to develop a better game. Slicers or struggling, you want to tee it low, ball forward. If you're trying to develop your game, hit more from the inside, reduce that slice. Ball position a club head inside your left heel, tee it half a ball above the face, narrow stance, and just really wait for it.